welcome back. And we're going to talk more about the law of signs today, my friends. So today we are talking about the law of signs, but now we're going to get into what is known as the ambiguous case. SSA, SSA, ambiguous, adjective having two or more meanings, which means vague. So essentially, sometimes you'll have a triangle and sometimes you will not. You probably want to pause this and maybe write down some of these notes that are coming up in just a little bit. So in the last two examples that we've had in my previous videos, you saw that two angles and one side determine a unique angle. However, if two sides and one opposite angle are given, there are three possible situations that occur, such that no such triangle exists, so that means there is no solution. One triangle exists, or two triangles may exist that satisfy that same quantity. That's why this is known as the ambiguous case. So, without further ado, when working with ambiguous case, it's oftentimes helpful to sketch a triangle. Keep in mind that the longest side lies opposite the largest angle of the triangle, or knowing this. So this is where you probably want to copy some stuff down and maybe pause this video. First off, if you have an acute A angle, so what you're given is an angle, then a side, and a side. If you notice that A is less than H, so you figure out there is a height coming down right here, and A is less than H, no possible triangle exists. That can't be. It cannot happen. All right, so if A is less than H, no triangle exists. If A is an acute, all right, so A is an acute angle once again, and you realize these are equal, there is going to be one triangle that's going to exist, all right. A equaling that one possible triangle exists. If you notice that A and you realize that A is greater than B, one triangle also exists. So this angle and A, and you compare these two sides, and A is greater than B, one triangle also exists. Now this is where it gets crazy. If you have an acute angle A, and you realize that A is less than B, but greater than H, so it actually has a triangle, there actually are two triangles that could exist. And this is the reason why, is that since A is greater than H, you could create one side of this triangle, where I'm going to just kind of highlight this, where you would have a triangle looking like so. All right, and we have that one. Now look at the power of, and there is our one triangle. However, A could also create an obtuse triangle because it could be inside of H, but still larger than H, and you could create a triangle like this. And so, if you realize that you have a B value, all right, our B value is greater than the A value, so the side that you are given, which is next to A, is greater than A itself, we have two triangles. Now, if you realize that A is obtuse, all right, A is obtuse, and obviously if A is less than B, if it's obtuse, obviously A has to be the greatest side, so there is no possible triangle. That's pretty easy to see. And then once again, if the angle A is obtuse, and then you realize that A is the largest side, there's just going to be one triangle possible. So really, the one thing is where you have two, you realize that you have a B value, which is greater than A. Okay, so with that, my friends, if you would, I'm going to start by going through some solving and using SSA on my next videos, but hopefully you have this all copied down. All right, you can pause it, rewind it on what is known as the ambiguous case and SSA. Be back in a little bit on the next videos.